Hello friends, you're in channel Reza Blade and I am your friendly neighborhood Reza. I am here to talk about what's probably the best Mani by Me box I've ever had. This is the box for June, which coincidentally is my birthday month. So it's a little early for me to do birthday nails, but if I were doing birthday nails, I certainly would choose Kraken Attack nails or Pirates Map nails, and that is because I am a bit of a pirate nerd, or more aptly, I'm a tall ships nerd. But so much to talk to you about today. First things first, the full box of the Mani by Me monthly subscription, details will be in my description box. Contains 2 polishes, stamping polishes. This is seriously the best, but both of these polishes are amazing. This gold one is Maniology's Lost Gold. Just flipping gorgeous. And I have done the swatches as I always do. And this one is Flotsam, this beautiful cerulean blue. I'm so much a fan. So here's how the cerulean blue stamps, or flotsam stamps. Obviously, we're not going to see that much on the black. Although if this were a hit the bottle polish, I would expect to see it on the black. Here's the full swatch. Full nail swatch on the Lost Gold. Really beautiful, sort of an antique look. This will work great like around the edge of your nail if you're doing some sort of old parchment look or a Bible look. All of this, like the border in an old gold, looks great. And for the stamping swatch, this shows up both on the white and on the black, although differently, of course. So don't forget, as I show you these things, to like this video if you've enjoyed it in any way. It helps me out. And to comment. Those really help me out. Those give me life, and I always respond. And please subscribe to my channel, especially clicking on the notifications so that you'll be notified the next time I do my next Mani by Me video or any other video that I do. I do lots. So this one is 58, so I'm going to actually put it down and do 57 first. We've got a kind of a classic sea map parchment pirate map look here. I'm not going to point out absolutely everything. I do have paper swatches to show you at the end of this. But we've got a lighthouse, and I did do a swatch of that. We've got a neat sun cloud image that has the moon in the middle. You'll see how I treated that. This itself will make a wonderful migraine. You can tell where my brain is today, can't you? Sorry. Manicure for somebody. Look at all those gorgeous little dragon bits coming out of the water. Now these are extra useful. I know that they're wonderful waves, but guess what? If I show you, I used them for seagulls. Yes, I did. So this is my first Mani. I guess I should show you that first. I did an ombre so that I did sky. I did sea as darkest near the bottom. To kind of help with the dimensionality of it all, I did a sheer sea blue over the Kraken's bottom bits so that you can tell it's under the sea. And hopefully you like this one. Here is the full image of the Kraken getting the sea, getting the ship. Now tall ships come in a lot of varieties. I've sort of mapped these out as brigs or brigantines, and then I realized nobody cares, just me. But those 3 masts with all square sails, I think, is a brigantine. But of course, that's just, I'm working on memory here. You've got a you've got a compass star here. You've got a fun fish jumping out of the water, a shark, a tropical island, the sort of island someone would maybe abandon you on if you tried to maybe commit mutiny and, you know, kill your captain. that sort of thing. I use this edge of parchment. I actually started this mani before I read the manicure recommended by the peoples of the Maniology. It's on one of the cards. Now the difference between my mani and theirs, well, there's a few. I did a kind of a sponged look here, and what they're recommending is a smush mani, which I promise does also work for this. Here I've just really kind of lead lighted, done some real tint work where the islands go. This one isn't like nail to nail because I did both manicures as though they were going to be worn on my left hand, which is my show hand, my picture hand. And of course, that's not the case for this particular manicure. So, but at the bottom, I did some pirate treasure, to show you that that is what these guys are all about. Now, I know that they're really exciting and kind of having a moment in pop culture, but pirates were a bunch of scurrilous, scurvy dogs. So, I mean, there's lots of murder. In fact, is it on my... It is, I think. You know, see this red pennant here? This red pennant means no quarter given. So this particular pirate ship doesn't take any prisoners. All deaths. So anyway, let me show you the plates. I'll show you the swatches I did, and then I will show you my paper swatches to show you how wonderfully Maniology stamps the first time. Got a crab and a lock and a really fun little fish skeleton. We've got all of those Treasure Island type map images along this one. A crab. This is a really interesting, intricate little scallop with a palm tree ocean scene inside. Got a heart with an image inside. A parrot. But why, I wonder if that's why pirates and parrots always, you know, get along, right? In the stories, because the words are so close. Just joking. Anyway, so we've got all sorts of stuff in glass bottles on these plates. We've got a dagger, dead or alive, crossed swords, an anchor of the sort that has flourished, like the Admiralty, maybe somebody with a genuine function on the seas. A wonderful squid. This one, I mean jellyfish. This one goes all the way here. You could do it across all of your nails. Assume this is rum. I don't know. I guess that even if with the seahorse in there, if a pirate thought that was rum, they pretty much still drink out of it. We have this fun netting, which I did use in one of my swatches on the swatch sticks. Neat bottles over here that we can infer or assume contain rum or some other spirits. I love this. This is great. The navigation. We do always need to navigate. We're on the sea. We've got wooden, like, you know, the plate. The table that everybody's banging their mugs against in the movies. Here's all these fun knot images. That could be a manicure on its own. It's very easy. It's very fun. And these images include a hook, a bomb, a pirate's hat. You've got a telescope. Great images there. And that's, of course, MXM058. If you haven't gotten a box before, use the discount code SUB5 on your first box. If you're ordering something else from Maniology, I am a Mani ambassador, and my code REZA10 or REZA10 will get you 10% off on your order. And anything that they send me because of that, I will move it right into my video. So that's maybe a reason to use my code, hopefully. And I have already talked about a lot of this stuff, I guess, with the Kraken and the ships. But here is a skull and bones. I tried really isolating that so that I could get a Jolly Roger. It was just too much of a pain in the butt, so I gave in after all of it. But still, love this compass rose. Love this jumping fish. Some other under the sea images. and all of those gems and gold treasure bits. We've got a treasure chest, a lighthouse, trees, we've got another parrot, palm tree, etc. As for my manicures, I'm fairly certain that I showed you everything I was doing on those. I really like the way that kraken turned out. You can make it, I mean, nobody's ever seen a kraken, right? So you can pretty much make that whatever color you like. I don't know if I talked to you yet about how this particular mani is the first mani I've done that absolutely has a soundtrack. So for your choices, you've got Ale Storm, which is a pirate metal band. You've got Old Sea Chanties or the Pirates of Caribbean soundtrack. But what I prefer is Stan Rogers. He's from Canada, Prince Edward Island, if I'm not mistaken, although he could be from Nova Scotia, nearby. But he loved the sea, and he sung about the sea. And Barrett's Privateers or the Nancy are the tracks that I would recommend for while you're working on this manicure. Or the Mary Ellen Carter, which cheers everybody up all the time. So this is Dead or Alive. Here's the Jolly Roger bits. I know that's not the best swatch, but that's what I've got. I love the one the parrot turned out. I mattified that, but I did a kind of a sponged marble of all sorts of different colors on this one. And then I did the leaves and the parrot. I love this. And I mattified it, of course. Mattifying is just what you want to do. Like, do you want to or do you not? This is that awesome blue that only shows up on black that you got in a few Mani by Me boxes past. I don't recall what it's called. Anyway, I wanted to do a Dead or Alive like this too, to see which one I liked better. I think I like the mattified one. I've got a crab caught in a net. I did use for those sea, like the breaking waves over the sand of the beach as it goes out to tide. That I did with a different Maniology plate. It's the one with the mermaid that looks like Ariel on it. Speaking of other things that aren't this set, this particular color, which I used in this manicure, is from the Animal Crossing collection. It's just a video I did a couple days ago. You can see it on my channel. This one is called Amira. It's based on a tropical island, and it's got this beautiful glow. And of course you can see that it's both blue and green as it goes back and forth iridescent. Okay, so that's what I did here. I guess it's kind of obscured, but I like the effect. We've also got, let's see, Where's the Rum Gone, which is from a Lena Born to Sail 02 plate, I think. I just really wanted to do this table image with the rum decanter with that text there. I just really thought that was awesome. And then we've got a Dead or Alive. Notice I antiqued it on the edges with darker colors. We've got a little bit of a skull image there. I took a lot of that off with Scotch tape. And then we've got the crossed swords. This one is a kind of a navigation papers slash gold effect. I did this one, mattified it, and then put that compass rose on. Actually, the compass rose went on, I'm sure, before I mattified it. So, because it's best to mattify things at the end of the process. Mattifying makes the details pop. So that's one reason that I'll go for a mattified look, if the details aren't popping as much as I want them to. We have the jumping fish trying to escape the shark who is hunting him. I like that one. And then really, really simple, I made this French with Scotch tape. It's just a mask off, kind of a, room painting technique. And then I did those knots as part of the French look. So, also we've got that sun moon image from the map plate And I did the sun in the right color, the moon in the right color, and below it I did the night, and above it I did the day. I like the way that turned out too. We've also got, last but certainly not least, an image of a lighthouse. I had hoped that the lighthouse would be, and behind it is of course a sunset ombre or gradient. I had really hoped that I would be able to do the colorings of the Eddystone Light English lighthouse, because there's a fun, gross sea shanty I know that starts with, "My father was the keeper of the Eddystone Light. He slept with a mermaid one fine night." And that's all I remember. This is when I was in the Coast Guard Auxiliary over here in St. Louis. But anyway, it reminded me how awesome all of it was. And it stayed with me for many years. But this looks nothing like the Eddystone Light. I don't know why I can't say things right this morning. Anyway, but I did do a sort of a traditional blue and white. That is red and white. I'm just gonna set this down. Let's just call it quits while we're behind. Anyway, they always send a 5th item. You've got your polishes and your plates, and that's all awesome, but they like to give you 1/5 extra thing. Sometimes I don't like them, sometimes I do. Anybody can use, I mean, this is always a useful thing, cuticle pusher, and the iridescence makes it even cooler. I don't have any like this. So I assume this is for the dead skin after you have done your pushing of the dead skin off the nail. I use a cuticle remover liquid to get all that started. Mine's by Sally Beauty. Anyway, there are instructions on the back, so do follow those. And let me check my thing to see if anything else is needed before I do my paper swatches. So I'm just going to show you very quickly, since I've talked about most everything. These stamp grade Maniology has a very high standard. You see all of this sort of parchment edging, or how a map would be sort of crinkled or uneven, roughly cut at the edges. That's the sort of thing I used on my manicure here. You can see those edges, but I don't know if it all worked very well, but I did like it. I like the crown that I did here. Anyway, see, I've got all that gold set on the treasure map. We've got Kraken, we've got a ship, we've got a skeletal mermaid, a small, I guess, cutter. Anyway, just all sorts of images over here. The compass rose, 2 seahorses, and we've got a dragon, X marks the spot, jellyfish again. Just wonderful images. Like I said, these are so much fun. And here's all of that stuff for the Pirates map. We've got a net. We have got, what is this? Oh, this is just the net. I copied part of it when I did this stamp, which is bottles of grog or rum or whatever have you. The landscaping bit, map, wood grain, knots. It's assorted pirate gear. And then we've got the 2 things that are imaged. You know, these I had a little harder time making sure I got these, but it's another instance of when I threw it in the freezer, and eventually I was able to get these images. So, of course, my freezer trick may not work, but it's about 90 over here, so first thing I try is the freezer. Anyway, so that's all there is for today. I have a bunch coming up for you in the next few days. I've got some new polishes to show you. I've got some maybe a stamping showdown again for the science stuff. Everybody's loving the science plates recently, and now I have 2. I'd like to compare them. Tell me in your comments what you like best, what you'd like to see next, if it were up to you. And Thank you so much for listening. Please subscribe to my video. It really helps me out, and I love your comments. Like if I helped you at all. Have an awesome day. Follow your bliss. You can do the hard things. Signing off until the next time.